Tremulok. Hello, Dovahkiin. Welcome to the show. I have a warrior deck for everyone to consider today of a little bit of a different brew. The idea behind this deck is to attempt to make use out of a legendary that I haven't seen a lot of play out of from the strength attribute. It is a 10-drop Dremora Marknaz. I think that's how you pronounce him. He's a 5/5 with guard, and he says that when you summon him, double another creature's power and health. It's a very high-powered ability from a high-cost creature. My first thought trying to put together an idea for him was that I need to be able to get to him while still being able to do other things of use. So I've dropped in Hist Groves, Tree Menders, and Spine of the Elder's Blood in order to increase my maximum magicka so that once I get up to 10, I can do things with him. This deck keeps its lower end of the curve entirely based on prophecy cards: Circle Initiate, Greystone Ravager, Protector of the Innocent, Morgul Gatekeeper, and a little bit higher up, I am also preferring the Gratwood Ambusher to deal damage to everything, because that 1 damage to everything. After that, and I do offer some apologies to our newer players, this deck is not built along my general lines of being friendly towards newer players. This deck does run a lot of legendary cards. I'm going to show them off now. Starting with Reeve, Blademaster. I've got a trio of Blood Dragons in there, a card that has seen a little bit of fallout, even though I happen to actually think it's just an excellent card. Sitting right at the amazing point within the curve, Gartwag Grown, however you pronounce this silly orc. If he stays out there, he'll just win the game all by himself, because he'll start pulling extra minions out of the deck for me. I've also got Ayla the Huntress, 3/3 summon, deal 1 damage, beast form, +2/+2, and destroy whatever it is she came out and just poked. A pair of Vigilant Giants, 8/8s, great creatures to combine with that Dremora fellow, because those 8/8s turn into 16/16s with breakthrough. If that isn't a horrifying thought. And I'd like to point out that the deck also runs a pair of Hrothgar Forges. So the first time I drop a creature, once I have one of these or both of these on the field, it will be equipped with a random item. While I don't usually favor the RNG, just about anything that's going to come out of that is going to be beneficial. And then the ultimate game winner, Unstoppable Rage. One of the very few cards left in this game that I truly wish that they would address in terms of just raw power. But it hasn't been addressed yet, and since that's the case, I'm going to take advantage of it. A couple of other cards that are sitting around in the deck. Interestingly enough, other than Unstoppable Rage, this deck runs no actions. It is a little weak in that regards, in that it is designed to completely dominate the field through strength of minions alone. But as long as that's the case, I figure I may as well try and punish any of my opponents who are trying to run those actions by dropping Withered Hand Occultists into the lower part of the curve to force their actions to cost more. Also sitting in there for the purpose of guard, we have the Sower of Revenge, 3 of them. Guard, Last Gasp, and deal 5 damage to my opponent. Nasty critter unless it gets silenced. And of course, Belligerent Giants. I think pretty much everybody who has made it into the middle part of the ranking ladder has seen these fellows in play. That is the deck. Let me show you a few games, see how it works. So I'm going up against a mage here. Nice healthy dose of low-cost cards to start. That's usually what I want to see. Unfortunately, didn't bring along any one-drops, so I'm going to have to just pass the turn right off the bat. As much as I love those 10 drops,
this should be good.
Stage of the game.
Be on your guard.
2 prophecy guard. You really have a bunch of choice buttons to trade that.
Follow! Ah!
Wondering if that was just a defensive play on his end, or if he's actually got more things along those lines. Blood Dragon, turn 3. No, 4, sorry. Discounted that because I didn't play. Here's some Javelin. Here's some Javelin. I can either spine here or go with tripped up tree minders.
The waters are alive.
Excellent Magicka. Which I like the idea of. A little bit more dying on the board.
I am ready to join the circle. Seed and spleen!
Staff of Sparks. That's pretty cool. That deals damage across the field, although I'm not really expecting to see anything across that field. I don't want you to be doing that. That's not good for me. Not one of the better pieces of equipment. Although, once again, you know, anything that gives it a boost can't hurt me.
So, it has been written.
Prophecy card. I've got a feeling he's got a lot of prophecies in there.
Yeah!
More shrieking harpies. I'm gonna hold on to that. I don't have a I'm actually going to pass here because I want to get as much use out of this forge as I can. My health is still high. My opponent doesn't have a lot of high power on the field yet.
Halowood protects us.
That is actually a very powerful trick he's got over there. Sadly, I can't make much use of it.
Waka watches over.
I do like how I keep getting cards that give me more cards.
Waka watches over me.
I am not holding Unstoppable Rage, and if my opponent is running actions, I don't want to see him playing them right now.
Victory is ours!
those Dremora could come down to a very fast, very unexpected win for me.
I have many important things on my mind.
Apparently my opponents did not like my holding back those actions of his.
A dark omen for you!
By our service, we honor kind.
I've got 15 open. I'm gonna do something a little on the crazy side. I've got on the board right now. In fact, this single unit alone, combined with this, is a one-shot kill. So if he drops Sankano back down here, takes this out, or let's say he's got a Dawn's Wrath and he just sweeps my hard side of the field, I've got him in one turn, which is kind of what I built this deck to do. He's in a hard spot thinking about this right now. I've got a lot of power on the board. He needs to be able to answer it. And I'm sure whatever his thoughts are on the actions in his hand, this unit right here is not helping him figure that out.
I have many important things on my mind.
Let's see what he decides to do. Takes out a giant. Here's where I
A
get to
formidable
go.
display.
Good game.
I admire the hatred in your heart.
Shot kill. Having not broken 4 of my opponent's rules. There's 3 victories. Pardon me while I figure out what a little bit of a reward I get. It's actually one thing I really like about this game, the fact that they give you a card. I mean, it's not the greatest card I just got there, but it's still a card. It's dust. It's actually one of my favorite cards, as it happens to be. Alright, so that's one game. Let's have a look at another. Okay, here we go. Apparently I'm going up against a Skunk here, because that's their name. Taking out the higher drops out of the opening hand, and getting 3 prophecy cards, but they're like slower drops, so that I can do things in the early part of the game.
We'll see how they like someone who fights back.
I don't really mind throwing some magic out on turn 1 in order to get something going.
As long as I draw breath.
I also don't mind. I could have played this, but it's not going to flip this turn anyways.
They cannot hope to outwit me.
I am ready to
As
join
long as
the
I draw
circle.
breath.
My destiny is for you.
A little bit here to flip my dude into a little bit stronger dude.
Let's shed some light on the
Fireball.
problem.
Yes, that will sweep my field.
Do you not fear me, mortal? You should.
I was originally going to play this down over here. 3-3 versus 3-4. I should win.
What have
but
we here?
Gladly play 5-5. Here is the mighty power of unstoppable rage. 3 for 1.
Let's do this.
No fireball
My
for you this
sword
time.
hand itches.
Oh, I'd love to play that
You
here.
will
I'm
perish.
unfortunately
The Waka watches over me.
an extra point to put down, which I don't have right now, but that's okay. Tuaka watches over me, as he says. So now any actions
They
my opponent
cannot
wants
hope
do,
to outwit
cost him
me.
A little bit more to do.
I have you now.
East Grove.
I am the Queen Mother. Attend me.
Interesting. Oh, now I've got a choice. I can either ramp like nobody's business, or
A dark omen for you. You will perish in pain.
he needs to send the 6-3 at the 7-5 unless he's got actions.
They won't be expecting this.
Just does. There's another interesting legendary I don't see used a lot. I don't even know, like, I feel like he got the best use out of it right there.
We are not amused.
There is plenty for all.
All too simple.
Another unstoppable rage. And I have no. That gives him breakthrough. I haven't done it. I won. And that is, of course, why I regard unstoppable rage as being rather ridiculous. Thanks for watching. See you next time.